about that. Just adjusting the camera. Welcome to a new episode of The Dragon's Lair, and as promised, it's a little late, but as promised, I am doing I guess it would be kind of a review. They're not really reviews, they're more like showing of Hess Trucks. And I'm going to do the 90s. And I only have, these are the four 90s that I have. The Space Shuttle's 99. This helicopter is 95. The fire truck is 96. And this is 98. So those are the 90s that I have. So, and I will show each individual one. So let's go with the 96 truck because of the box. The box is a little bit, it got wet. The truck's still good, but the box is a little ruined, but it's fine. So I mean, it's still got its inserts. And I may, if I want to, I may replace the box from one of those companies that I talked about in the last Hess video. So, but this is the 1996 fire truck. Hey, the batteries are still working. I didn't know if I had new batteries in them or not. But there's the lights. The ladder does work. The searchlight. So, and that's, oh, it has a different switch for the, there we go. So that one, and the switch only turns on keeps that on. Okay, I turned it off, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, stop, I turned you off. There we go. It's got two switches. I'm glad they never did that. They kept that up, only having one switch for everything. But it's got really good detail. And to me, this always looks like one of the fire trucks you would see at an airport. I don't know if it would have a hook and ladder, but I mean, but it kind of looks like the shape that you would see at the fire trucks at the airports. So, but this is the 96 fire truck. And Hess had quite a few fire trucks. Not the company itself, but I mean, I'm sure they probably do since they have oil refinery places. They probably do have their own fire trucks. But the Hess toy trucks had a lot of fire trucks, dating back to the 60s. I don't know exactly what year was the first fire truck, but I know they had one in the 60s or 70s and a few of them in the 80s, and a few of them in the 90s. This one is the 1998 RV with dune buggy and motorcycle. And this box is in pretty good shape. It's still got its inserts. And when I mention inserts, I mean instructions on how to pull the tabs out, because they all come with batteries inserted now, so you don't have to insert them. And then how to replace the batteries when you need to. But here's the second, or is this the third motorhome? This might be the second or the third motorhome, and I'm not sure. Oh, this one does not have batteries. I did not put batteries in this one, and I don't have any C batteries at the moment. But the cool thing about this one is that both side doors will actually come down and launch the motorcycle. And it is a I didn't think the battery in the motorcycle worked. And then you got the back door that pops up and has a ramp, and then the dune buggy comes down. And there's the dune buggy. Dune buggy's lights work. And this is also a pull back. Yep, pull forward. And, the back wheels will shoot it across the table. So I mean, I like that some of them come with more than one vehicle. It gives you a little option, so you can if you played with them. And I love that there's detail in the cockpit that you could see. Windshield wipers, they don't work though. But the first Hess RV was the 1980 training van, and I'm sorry to say I don't have that. I wish I did. See, it still has the inserts for the. Yeah, there we go. To keep it in place. And you put this back in that. And you put. I think it went like that. Yeah, there we go. And then you just put it back in the box. And most of them will stay in their boxes until I can get a place to put them. If you watch my G.I. Joe videos from the last couple of days, I really don't have room to display all my collections. And next will be the helicopter. The 1995 helicopter. And this is one of my favorites because I love helicopters and I love airplanes. And this is how they're packaged usually. And then the helicopter was individually packaged. And this insert just shows you how to change the battery on the helicopter. And this only lights up. It doesn't make noise or anything. But it does have a ramp. And I'm trying to figure out why it would have a ramp, because you would just land the helicopter up and on it, unless it's to move the helicopter off when it's when it's already landed. So, but this is cool. And then here's the helicopter. And the batteries actually control the blades, which is cool. Or you can have you have this little red button right there. The blade, use the blade, but the back rotor does spin too. But there's this helicopter. And this was the first of two small helicopters that came with trucks. The other one was more like a modern-ish, early 2000 style helicopter. So, I like that it has a searchlight. Oh, there we go. So that's the 1996, right? 95. Yeah, 95. I also like that a lot of the newer ones from the 90s on actually displayed what year they were. Some of them haven't had them in the back next to the tailgate, or a lot of them had them underneath. Like this, the helicopter got that on the bottom. But that's the 95 truck and helicopter. And when you put the helicopter back in, it only can go in one way because of the slit. There we go. And then it's got I think that went like that. Then you just put it back in the box. Unless you have kids and you want your kids to play with them, you put them back in the box to keep them in good condition. Even though some of the boxes, and a couple of the ones that are in the boxes, aren't in great condition. I opened up one of the helicopters from the early 2000s, and it's actually turning yellow. It's oxidizing. So this is the 1999 anniversary Space Shuttle. Toy truck and Space Shuttle. And this insert shows you the different things on the Space Shuttle. So let's do the truck first. So here's the truck. No ramp or anything. And this truck, the rig itself, kind of reminds me of Ultra Magnus from the Transformers. And if you don't know who Ultra Magnus was, he was a white version of Optimus Prime with a car carrying trailer. I think he was considered Optimus Prime's brother. But there's the lights for this. Headlights, the Hess symbols, the running lights on the trailer. And no, they don't separate because the wires run through it. Or there would have to be like different switches here and battery compartments in the rig too. And the rig is semi-detailed inside. And now I want to get to the space shuttle because the space shuttle's got a lot of cool things to it. So here's the space shuttle. Unfortunately, the landing gear does not go down or come up, but it comes in the box and then you snap it together. And there's the shuttle. And it's got buttons. See? Buttons that you can press to make those sounds. Okay, stop. Thank you. And it does have a switch for the lights in the engine. And it is cool that it blinks. And then you got this red button that opens up the door and lets the satellite out. And the satellite actually comes off. And it actually sounds like a satellite that's floating around Earth's orbit. And it has its own batteries. It takes hearing aid or watch batteries. Most people aren't going to know what a hearing aid watch battery is, so it takes watch batteries. Oh, come on. There we go. And that wings will fold down and that'll sit in there. I'm not sure what that button does. It doesn't say what that battery does. But there's the space shuttle. So the space shuttle's cool. I like it. It actually fits in the truck. So it could just be carried like it's hauling it. Mind you, they're not really to scale because I think the space shuttle would be about way bigger. Probably twice the size of what this is right now. So, I mean, but it's cool to have. I like it. I've always loved the space shuttle. I was a little kid when they had on the news of the USS Enterprise coming out of the hangar, and all the classic TOS crew were there with Gene Roddenberry and introducing the new space shuttle, the USS Enterprise, or the Enterprise actually. So I mean, and then when you pack it away, you just fold the wings up and you unclench that, and then it just all sits right there. and then it gets all packed away. So that's unfortunately it for the 90s. And I did a video of the two of the early 80s ones that I have, and I think I have two more 80s that I'll do a video on later. So I want to thank you guys for watching. If you haven't, please subscribe. I'll put a link down to my website so you can check out all the Hess trucks that are on that I have photos of, and the clones. And what I mean by clones is that other gas companies saw how successful the Hess trucks were, so they figured, oh, we'll do it. I have a couple BPs. I think I have a 76. I might. And then I have Wilco, which actually was owned by the Hess Corporation itself. So most of the clone vehicles, clone trucks from Wilco are exactly the same, just in blue and white. So they even did a Wilco space shuttle in 2000. They were usually a year behind what Hess did the current year. So if the space shuttle came out in '99, Wilco's would have came out in 2000. And I don't know offhand when Wilco stopped making them and when the other companies stopped making their clones. But Hess hasn't. Hess has gone to 2022, and 2023 is coming up. And I will be doing a Hess review on the mini Hess trucks, because I have two of them right up here. And these are the miniature versions of the two big ones that I have, that I did my video on. So, I mean, and they sit up here on my shelf in my dining room, amongst all my Celtic and Arthurian and dragons. And that's another thing. I'll probably do a video on my dragon stuff, because I have tons of it. It's all over the place. I have it in the dining room. Yes, there's swords on the wall in the dining room. There's my dragon candlestick, the salt and pepper shaker, the napkin holder, and then my Celtic table cover covering my plaid tablecloth, and but that's in a whole other video. I'll do more detail on those later. But thank you for watching. Subscribe, follow, check out the video, leave comments if you want to, and stay tuned. Hit the like button, hit the bell icon, so then you'll be updated when I do new videos. Because I want to start, for the new year, I want to start doing more videos each week. And if you noticed, yes, my dining room clock is broken. I need to replace it. But other than that, thank you, and thank you for subscribing, and everybody have a good day.